Hey guys, these are 7 new features of Windows 8 that you might not know about. Welcome to the Access Project. The first thing that is new to Windows X is the new power menu. Now in Windows 7, if you wanted to open up the Run dialog box or the control panel, you could just easily click the start menu and get to those two things. In Windows 8, they removed the start menu and getting to those things seems really hard. Actually, it's not really that hard at all. There is this new power menu that is in Windows 8 that opens up access to even more power user features. If you right click the start menu in Windows 8, it will actually pop up a menu with lots of shortcuts to system apps and controls. For example, we have quick access to programs and features, mobility center, power options, all of these are subsets in the control panel. And then we have access to what Windows calls administrative apps, such as your device manager, network connections, disk management, computer management, and you have a way to quickly go into the command prompt in admin mode or non-admin mode if you so desire. And then you have access to the task manager, EO control panel, file explorer, search, or you could open up the Run dialog box straight from here. You can also shut down your computer from there or hit the desktop button, which would minimize all your windows and bring you to your clean desktop. The second thing I want to talk about is taking screenshots in Windows 8. In previous versions of Windows, taking a screenshot was a pain. You had to hit the print screen button, then you had to open up something like Paint, paste it in, and then save it. In Windows 7, they improved the situation by adding a tool called the snipping tool, which when you open the app allows you to quickly select a region, and then from there save the screenshot as a photo or copy it to your clipboard. In Windows 8, it's even easier. If you hold on the Windows key and hit the print screen button at the same time, your screen will flash like that, and then that screenshot is actually copied to your clipboard, which you can then paste in the email, a Word document, and the photo is also saved at the same time under your pictures directory under the folder called screenshots. And here is the said screenshot, and from here you can actually see my recording setup. The third thing I want to talk about is Minesweeper. Minesweeper is a game that was included in many versions of Windows, and Windows 8 seemed to be the version that omitted it. Well, that's not really true, because actually if you go to the Windows 8 store or the Windows store, whatever, the store where you can get modern apps, you can actually find Minesweeper in it. And this version of Minesweeper is actually pretty darn cool. When you open up Minesweeper, you will notice that you have the traditional 9x9, expert mode, medium mode, and you can make your custom like you've always been used to on the previous versions of Windows. Let's make things easy here, right? Okay. In this Minesweeper, you can change themes like you could in Windows 7, but the new game mode here is the adventure mode and the daily challenges. The daily challenges explain themselves. It's basically a map that is shown on every single computer, and the goal is to beat the board, take the least time doing it, and you can actually compete in competitions if you so desire. But the thing I like the most is probably the adventure mode. The adventure mode basically gives you an adventure. It brings a new The adventure mode is basically a new take on Minesweeper. It is still your EO Minesweeper, but instead you are an guy trying to get to the end of this dangerous cave, and there are traps all around the mines. Basically, your goal is to navigate through this whole thing safely, and you actually have to grab things like arrows, bombs, which can be things to help uncover more of the puzzle or help you get to the end. As you can see here, that was a trap, and you can collect coins and hopefully not die. That I know that's a trap. It is a really fun take to Minesweeper, and if you liked Minesweeper, you might enjoy this. I am personally very bad at this game, and I'm probably gonna die. Like right now. I died. This is not really a feature of Windows 8, but there are times when a Metro app, modern app, whatever, hangs and you need to restart it. Instead of doing the traditional thing like going to the top, hitting the X button, then reopening the app, here is a quick way to actually restart an app. You just need to go to the top of the app, like so, and then drag it down, but hold it when you drag it down, and you notice that it will flip, and then you can just drag it back up, and hey, the app has been forced closed, and it's going to start back up. Another cool thing about Windows 8 is the built-in timer/stopwatch app. Yes! Now I know you can get many timer/stopwatch apps on the internet, but this works offline, and it comes with your computer, so any Windows 8 computer will have it. It's called the Alarms app. It is, again, a modern app, but it actually looks fantastic in my opinion. And from here you can tell I have access to alarms, obviously, like the name suggests, and timer and stopwatch. Setting up a timer is super simple. You just hit the plus sign, and then from here you can adjust the minutes with this really nice and nifty dial in my opinion, and then the seconds. And if a timer ever runs out, you can quickly reset it and it will just go back to its original setting. So it's actually a fantastic app, and I highly recommend you check it out, and it's built into Windows 8, so you have no excuse. Unless of course you don't have a Windows 8 PC, then you're excused. The next thing is built-in recovery to Windows 8. There are times when your computer just got messed up, or maybe you just want to start afresh with a clean slate of Windows, or maybe you're giving your computer to someone else and you want your data to be off it. Well, Windows 8 actually comes with a built-in recovery that allows it to reinstall itself in two options. A, with your data intact. B, wiping your data, not in a safe way though, so I wouldn't recommend using it for passing it on to like an eBay seller. I'll talk about erasing hard drives in another episode. But if you go under the PC settings app, which can be found under the settings charm, under change PC settings, and if you go under the tab here, update and recovery, and go under recovery, you will notice that they actually give you options to refresh your PC, which basically means you'll reinstall Windows, but your files will be intact, meaning apps will be deleted, but your files will be safe. So it's basically like starting clean with Windows, except all your files are there, so you don't need to go through the trouble of backing up and recovering. Or you have an option here to remove everything and reinstall Windows, which is basically like wiping your hard drive clean and just installing Windows so your files are gone. Again, like I said, if you're setting your device, I do not recommend this method because there will still be some files intact. I will talk about this again in another episode. So hey, you should subscribe because I will make another episode about it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode where I show you 7 new things about Windows 8. I'm sorry I'm doing it in this style. I really don't have time to make a video, and I already missed like 2 weeks. There really isn't an excuse other than the fact that, well, that the fact I'm gonna give is an excuse. But I'm sorry about it. I'll try my best to keep a constant schedule. I've been really busy, like I said. If you want more tips, software reviews, hardware reviews, and cool stuff in general, feel free to subscribe to my channel right down there. And if you enjoyed this video, like it. If you didn't like it, dislike it and tell me why in the comments. Do you have any Windows 8 tips that I didn't showcase in this video? If you do, leave it down in the comments. I may not know it, and we will all learn through the wonders of the internet. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
I can feel it in my hands, I can feel it in my chest. We're the ones who understand.